Hey guys, another wargaming video. I'm gonna do like a quick series of like probably 3 to 5 videos. I'm gonna make them a lot shorter than usual, just so I can get more videos out. As you can see, I've got some new stuff. I have some terrain that I made, some new models, and some new bases. So a few videos on each. Probably first, let's review. Let's do like a. I won't do that. So let's do, I guess, of the model itself. So we'll do first the Imperial Roman Aquilifer, and this is what it came in. The Hill Caesar for the metal models that are singles, or like with a few models, they come in these, the wall-mounted ones in this little plastic thing, and basically just a couple pieces. Usually the body's all one piece. Maybe one arm will be separate, and then maybe a spear will be separate, or a shield. But for the most part, it's one main piece and then like a few adjoining pieces. Our Imperial Roman Aquilifer, I got this for about $3. I'm not sure what the MSRP is, but I got it at the war store for like $3. I made a pretty big order, and it came out, even including shipping, to less than $60. As you can see, I'm watching a Boudica documentary in the back. But here he is. This guy was just two pieces. It was the main body, and then the standard. As you can see, the Aquila, the eagle, on a big standard, and it's pretty cool. He has a rock molded in. He's stepping on a rock. He's got his gladius out. He has the pelt, a lion pelt, no doubt. Pretty cool. So this one isn't like the Velitas, who have bear pelts and wolf pelts. This guy has a lion pelt, so that's pretty cool. He's got really nice. He has Loriga Hamata, I believe. Yeah, he's wearing. I think it's chainmail. Yeah, he's wearing chainmail. This is early Imperial, and it's featured in the book, which I don't have with me, but he's in the back of the rulebook. He's featured back in the rulebook, and they show him a lot throughout the pages. Just marketing him, I guess. He's pretty cool. Game-wise, I haven't seen any rules for him, but you can just use him. He can be your overall general. He can also be a division commander, and you can even stick him in a regiment. So he's real versatile. I mean, he's just a standard bearer, but like a regimental standard bearer, if for lack of a better word, with the Aquila, which would have been very important to the Legion or the cohort. Really cool model. Again, doesn't come with a base. Everything here, nothing here was based. I had to buy some extra bases from the war store, but they were dirt cheap, so I bought a ton. As you can see, I based all my Romans. These are Imperial Romans, early Imperial Romans. So they have the Loriga Segmentata. They have the scale armor, and the pretty sweet. I got these instead of the Caesarian Romans because the chainmail's cool, but I just really like the scale armor. It's just so cool. So yeah, I based these guys. I'm going to be reviewing these separate, but just to show you how they look based with the new bases I got. I'm going to review them separate as well. These are the bases I used. Renedra Limited, Renedra Generics, British company, renedra.co.uk. You can order it directly from their website, where they have everything. But I got these from the war store. You can also get them from warlordgames.com. This is the uses these are the bases that they use. And I believe Gripping Beast uses the same bases. Like, they throw these into the boxes that you buy, like the Viking Herdman. And if they're not the same company, then they're extremely similar because they're the same size and they're the same color and they come in the same format. So these are pretty universal for historical gaming. So I'm going to be reviewing these separate. But those are the bases I used. It's real simple. What's nice about the bases, I'll say it in another video, but is that they're grooved. So this guy's stuck right on. Very little flash, very little mold lines, barely any mold lines. Just a little bit of flash there, which I'll clean up right now, in between the arm and the body, kind of like the armpit. But other than that, almost no mold lines, very, very minimal. Clean up, 2 minutes max probably. The one thing, it's a metal model, you have to be careful what glue you use. I know there's a lot of people that are cheap and they don't want to spend $1 more on glue, so they'll use like super glue. That's not going to cut it. Not with these metal models. This I find isn't strong enough. Army Painter, or the equivalent would be Zapagap. Not strong enough. I use this super glue. Loctite, best brand there is. Been using this for Flames of War since I started, 3 years. This is the best glue. It has a delayed stick, so if you mess up, it gives you a few more seconds to rearrange. And it's very, very strong. Great glue. You can get it at Walmart for like $3, $2.97, and basically talking 28 mil, you can probably build 28. I mean, you can probably, for 28 mil models, you could build probably 2 regiments, probably 60 with this one thing. Or for Flames of War, you could build half a company, probably an infantry company with this one bottle. So it's really worth it. I use it for a lot, and I use it in excess because they're so cheap. So because it really coats everything. So what I did is I cleaned the hand. What you got to do is because the hands have a little bit of flash and there's just some extra metal in there, and so I just scraped it out to make the, because imagine it this way, and then there's like a chunk of metal here. So the shaft of the standard was like coming out a lot, and it didn't have a good grip glue point. So I had to shave all that, take that out, sand it out. No, I just used the hobby knife, so it can fit in more snug and have a better glue point. Otherwise, it's pretty heavy, so I wouldn't have glued well. And I also glued it to the base itself, so it has another glue point. You just want to make it stable, because after using it a lot and painting and transport, gaming with it, it might fall off. And the worst thing is when you have a model that's nicely painted, based, it's ready to go, and then it comes off and it ruins the paint job, and you got to start all over, and so it's a real pain. So you want to make sure you build it properly, clean it properly before you paint it and get it ready to play. All in all, for the value, it's pretty sweet. It's extremely versatile unit. You can use this in any Roman army. For the most part, to the best of my knowledge, you can use it as a regiment commander. You plop him in the middle. He's your regiment commander for pretty much anything. I mean, like I said, he's got chainmail armor, so he's extremely versatile. He can be a Caesarian, Imperial, Republican, anything. And yeah, I paid $3 for it, so super worth it. Even if $5, $6, if that's what the MSRP is, it's still worth it, because it's awesome model, great quality, doesn't get much better. And I always prefer metal just because of the weight, and there's usually less pieces, but they're harder to glue. Like this guy was a real pain to glue. Well, not a real pain actually. It's just you have to have the right glue and the right materials. But other than that, so this guy, I don't see what doesn't make him perfect, quite frankly. So I don't see why I'd give him anything less than a 10 out of 10. Because I have absolutely, I mean, what's not perfect, I mean, really nothing. I mean, it doesn't come with a base, but that's not a big deal at all, because then you get to pick what base you want to put on it. So when I get this guy painted, again, like with all my models, I'm going to show you guys how the finished product, how I plan to use them, and show you in a unit, kind of like a diorama, show you the whole army once it's painted, and this guy specifically when it's painted. And if you guys want me to show you how I painted it, let me know. But now it's a quicker video, so I'll end it here. Imperial Roman Aquilifer, Warlord Games, early Imperial. Next I'll probably review the Auxiliary Command, early Imperial Auxiliary Command, also from Warlord Games, and then the Celtic Chieftains, reviewing both of those. Quicker videos so I can get more done. Alright guys, till next time.